Okay, so this working is basically for a client. He wants to be. It's a bit harder to explain, so I'll just go into the bare bones of it. He basically wants to be with someone that they share an apartment kind of thing together, and he the guy is with someone else, and we have done work on that. So basically, we're now bringing the two of them together. So the best job for this is the Holy Death, Santissima Morte. I find she is pretty much non-discriminative. Discriminative, is that a word? Okay. She doesn't discriminate. She opens her arms up to anyone, and basically, there's no human need that she will not consider. And she takes all people under her wing. So I just call her and I explain the situation to her, and with her blessing, I let things unfold. I also do incorporate spirits of the Goetia sometimes in my workings, but on this occasion, we're going to start off with the Holy Death, and I have some roses in here, and they were sitting on her altar for quite a while, and I dry them out because I do feel that her essence is still, encapsulated in the roses. Now I'm using the paper dolls. So I've got the two guys' names on each of the little dolls, and we've got the photographs, tiny photographs cut out on the head parts. I drew a little heart with a red pen on the target's, little body. So imagine the heart, and I put the client's name inside the heart, so that his name is in his heart, and also put the name on the forehead. Make sure that he's thinking about him and that he's in his heart. So that's how I go about that. So I'm going to place the two of them together, and usually on top is the one that you want to have the upper hand. So I'm going to put some honey in between them. I just need to be careful because there are photographs in here. Just a little bit of honey to sweeten up the issue. Okay. I'm running out of space as usual. Now, I'm going to put some, where are we? A little bit of control oil on the doll baby. I call these doll babies. They do the same thing. They basically act as little, you could say voodoo dolls. They're the same thing. So I'm putting some control oil on the target picture. We want to increase communication, and we want to get the friendship going. Isn't that the friendship one? Yeah, forgiveness, friendship, that kind of thing. And I'm also going to put in not those two for sure. Let's see. I'm looking for the increased attraction. I've got something on like a fur. I don't really think they need this, but I'm gonna put it in anyway. If I can find it, that is. Where is it? Okay, I've got it. So increase attraction. That's just to get the two of them liking each other. I think that they do like each other. That's for sure. But it's just to back that up. Okay. Put a little bit of, this is a little love oil. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bind them with some yarn. Red yarn is good. And when you're binding, make your statements of intent. So basically, I've got a little petition here of what I want to happen. 1 second. So we want them to only have eyes for each other. We want them to be spiritually and emotionally at one together. Things like that. I'm going to say it into myself because it's quite private for the client, so just one moment. But you get my drift. I'm actually going to fold this in on itself because I want this to go inside this jar and it's going to be too big. So I'm just basically saying, he will come, he will watch him, he will think of him 24/7 with the help of Santissimo Morte. He will come into his life. He will feel the attraction. He will... Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this. I'm basically saying he will feel the attraction. He will come to him. He will only have eyes for him. They will be together emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Their love is unique. Their love is forever. That's the kind of thing. I did go into a bit more detail because the client did say, he did personalize what he wanted, so I had to go into a few more details, but you catch my drift. Make the spell your own. 3 knots, and I'm going to pop it in here. 1 second. There we go. That's in there. Okay, it's nice and snug. And I'm just filling it up with some honey. So it's always good to, focus as you put your honey in, and, you can make your intention whilst you're pouring the honey. I like to pour it in a clockwise fashion, but, everyone's different, each to their own. It's really up to you. Sweeten our love is what we want. Sweeten our relationship. May this come to pass as soon as possible. Again, timelines are something that we really can't put our 100% on. I need to emphasize that. A lot of folks don't understand magic, and I really need to emphasize the fact that I constantly... This is rose water, excellent for love. I'm always getting contacted about how long will this take before I see results. I can't tell people. I'm saying this in every video, so please excuse me. And I don't mean to be rude, or I don't mean to rant, but results is something that basically it depends on the universe. It depends on you. It depends on a lot of things. It's to do with when things are in alignment. So please keep that in mind. And I'm not speaking about the client. The client has a good understanding of how this works. It's more to do with new people coming to me. I need to emphasize that it's something that it just can't be pinpointed. You get people and they have channels, and they say they can get results in a week or so. And, please don't fall for that. You're going to be scammed. You really are, if you believe in that. It's something that you just can't put a time on. You know what I mean? It could take a few weeks. It could take a few months. It could take a year. It's really hard to know. And a lot of it has to do with not being negative. And I know it's hard when you're pushed into a situation that causes you to stress, but I need to, tell you it's important to think positive. Align yourself with positive vibrations, and you will see that the results will come a lot quicker. That's a little bit of liqueur with a syrup base that I concocted. Pheromones. Okay. And we're going to put in some cinnamon and some ginger. That is good for the lust element. Like I said, I don't think these two need it, but I'm putting it in anyway because it's good to put these things in just for an added kick. So this is forgiveness, reconciliation, just over things that may have been said in the past. So that little oil will help. Santa Muerte oil. I'm going to put a bit more of that communication oil in. It's important for couples to communicate. Communication breaks down. That is the problem. Rush powder, just so we get things sort of moving, even though I just explained that results are something that we can't tie down. So it's just so you know, I'm going to put a bit of protection powder in there just to make sure that everything stays as it is. Okay. What am I missing? There's something I'm missing. A little bit of orris root to give him a bit of a push. There's a bit more I'm missing. 1 second. There's a little bit more that I'm missing, but I think that's okay for now. I'll stick a little bit more honey in it. I want to put some roses at the very top, so I'm going to leave some room. Okay, that should do fine. And I don't do this with my... I'll put some roses first of all. I don't do this with my sour jars. I keep mentioning this, but I only shake this jar up once. The sour jars, I shake them, but on this instance, I'll shake it once just to make sure everything's, gone through it fine. But what I do is I just let the honey jar sit, and I light a candle on it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday sometimes are the 3 days that I would work the love workings, the love jars, etc. Tuesday, Thursday, sometimes on Saturday is for crossings and hexes. So what I'm going to do is blow some energy. I blow some life into these jars, and that activates it, and I just push a bit of intent in there. So, and inside myself, I'm asking Santa Muerte to help and to bring the results that the client so wants, and to really, 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 really help him get through this period of time, and may he get the results that he wants swiftly. Like I said, I shake it up once, and that's it. Now, you could put a lot more bits and pieces in there, but I like to keep these pretty much basic. I don't need, you don't need to put rakes of stuff in it. It's the intention, behind the magic. So I'll probably light a candle, and when the candle is not burning, I put her little statue, which is this one, up on top of it. Those statues normally sit on the working jars. The jar sits for probably about 3 to 4 weeks maybe before deployment. And that's really it. And that is a love jar for two very special guys, and I really hope they connect and everything moves forward the way that the client wants it to work. So the email address, if you want to contact me, is thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. I need to say like, share, subscribe. What else do I need to say? Leave whatever you need to say in the description, the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Keep your eye on the community section. I'm going to be updating it frequently. Like I said before, I'm waiting to change the channel around a little bit and start dabbling in different spirits, different types of workings. So it's just to let you all know that. And I like to experiment a little bit more with, like I said, lesser known spirits of the Goetia. So that's what I've got. And Holy Death, in her red form, is called for this working. Red is really good for all love workings. She's considered to be what's called a hot saint, as in she works fast, a bit like Saint Expedite. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's anyone's guess how long it takes. Like I said before, it's all to do when things are in alignment. So, for anyone that's thinking about coming to me, please bear that in mind. Things need to be in alignment. So at the end of the day, it's not down to me. I put your case to the spirits, and I raise the energy, and it's up to them at the end of the day. So, but what I do is, I explain everything, and these jars, everything helps, if that makes sense. Everything makes a difference. So it's just to let you all know that. So it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. Have a great evening.